Hi, all my Capricorn friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Teri Hunter. I'm an angel therapy practitioner, intuitive astrologer, Reiki master, and empowerment coach. And I'm here today to talk about your September monthly horoscope. For the purposes of this video, I am focusing on whole sign Western astrology. I personally feel that the moon is the most influential planet. So if you don't know where your moon is, you're going to want to go to one of the natal birth charts on the internet. You need your location and time of birth. The moon moves very quickly. The moon represents our emotional body, and the human manifests on their emotional body. How they feel represents what they believe about themselves, and that comes through their speech and through their actions, which then kick in the laws of attraction. So today, what we're going to talk about is some key points that I think are happening during the month of September. And I also would like to invite you to join me every week on Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Pacific, where we look at the week's transits, and then we get advice from the angels on how to traverse those transits. So the first thing I want to talk about, Capricorn, is Mars retrograding in Gemini. Now, Mars is not going to retrograde in Gemini until October 30th, 2022. But what we're going to see is Mars in its pre-shadow period starting September 3rd. So Mars represents quick action. It represents a bit of aggression. It represents the pioneering spirit. It represents fire and inspiration and passion. And it represents a little bit of bluntness. Sometimes Mars moves so quickly, it doesn't really take note of how it's affecting other people. And we're talking about Mars in Gemini. Gemini is another very quick sign, very social, talks about our everyday activities, focusing in on what we speak, what we teach, what we read, what we write. It focuses on our everyday emails and routines, our routines, like I've got to get up and go to Costco, and I've got to run to the store, and I got to pick up the kids, and just all these sort of things that we don't really think about in the present moment. They're part of our the minutia of our everyday lives. So the reason I bring this up is because Mars is going to be in Gemini until January 2023. And I think this is going to be very significant because it's an opportunity to take action in your sixth house of service, of health, of enslavement. The sixth house is a house of employment, also known as a house of enslavement. So this is an opportunity for Capricorn to reflect on, are you enjoying and taking good care of your health? What is the structure of how you take care of your health? What is the structure of how you are of service? Are you being of obligatory energy, or is there somewhere that you want to actually shift into a more assertive self? I want to offer it this way. I feel like Capricorn has a very dutiful energy. You can endure things. You can work hard when you're not really happy about it. So now I think what this Mars in Gemini is going to do is accelerate your everyday activities that could create such tension that you start to really re-examine if this is what you want in life and what you want the structure of your life to look like. You may find that Mars is accelerating some sort of anger inside you, which is eroding your health, or some sort of old situation. Again, retrograde periods are a review of some way. There's a reevaluation. And for Capricorn, you're a natural leader. You like to see your manifestations in the material world. And Mars by nature, I think, has a cooperative energy with Saturn. Mars is a general, it's the hero. The king sends his general out in war. And I feel like Capricorn represents government and authority and structure, and Saturn represents discipline, and it also represents leadership in ways. So to me, there's some sort of cooperative energy going on where I get to really re-examine the stories I tell myself about what my obligations are, what my real duty is, and to pay attention to any arduous or enduring energies that don't really feel good anymore. And they could be purporting or bringing on stress, which is actually affecting your health. And this is giving you an opportunity to take a new look at that. And then on to, with the Gemini energy, an opportunity to learn about alternative ways that serve your body in a nutritional way, in a way that fuels your body versus medicating it or denying it something. So I think this is going to be a long-standing theme that's going to happen for Capricorn and all the signs, but particularly this one in your 6th house, which is going to emphasize how you handle stress and how you assert yourself and versus how you attract in the dynamics that you want. Now we also have 2 days later, Venus moving into Virgo in your 9th house. Venus rules finances. She rules beauty. She rules our possessions. She also rules our self-worth. And for me right now, I think this is going to really relate to Capricorn in a way that makes me feel like as Venus enters Virgo, you're going to re-examine your beliefs about your self-worth. That's going to play back into Mars and Gemini and how you are landing on your team, your group. Are you being perceived in how you want to be? And are you valuing yourself as much as others are just valuing your dependability and your endurance? So this feels very powerful to me. Venus is going to be in Virgo until the 29th of September, which also correlates with the majority of the Mercury retrograde, which is beginning on September 9th. So on the 3rd and on the 5th, we're going to see Mercury in its shadow period. It's a shorter shadow period than some of the other planets because Mercury moves so quickly, but Mercury will go retrograde at the pivotal 8th degree of Libra. The 8th degree to me is the Scorpio degree. So there's a transformational energy. There's a digging deep energy. There's looking beneath the surface. And also, I don't think I mentioned it, but Mars will start its pre-retrograde shadow period at the 8th degree of Gemini, which I think is very interesting. Again, 8th degree being transformational, Gemini representing my self-talk and my monkey mind. So when Mercury, who rules Gemini, starts its retrograde period in Libra, this is going to be in your 10th house. So you're going to start to see how you really land in the public eye, how people are responding to you. And as it retrogrades, I think it gives you an opportunity to show the evolved version of Capricorn, which to me is more the baby goat, showing the parts of you that can be light and fun. And while you know how to perpetrate an enduring energy, I think now you're going to start to re-examine where you want to actually exert or assert that energy. Because as Mercury retrogrades, it will go back into your 9th house, where Venus is. So we're going to see Venus, your self-worth. We're going to see Mercury going back into your 9th house of Virgo, and contemplating, is what I'm doing really serving me, or am I on some level producing a product that has no real benefit for me? We're looking for a win-win here. And Capricorn by nature is so dutiful that the win-win doesn't really come into play. So when we look at the 9th house, we look at our beliefs, we look at our higher beliefs, and we're willing to travel into new territories, look at new concepts, go above into more of a idealistic, in some ways, potential. So I think this is really important for Capricorn. On the 10th, we're going to have a full moon in Pisces. This is right on the heels of the beginning of the Mercury retrograde. Mercury's just starting to start her review. I will be doing a separate video on that, but I do think the full moon in Pisces is going to illuminate something very powerful for everyone in the way of where we are being depleted or where there may be illusions. On the 22nd, the sun will move into Libra, and then on the 23rd, Mercury will retrograde back into Virgo. And she's going to start that retrograde and ultimately end at the 24th degree. On the 25th of September, we have a new moon in Libra. I, again, will be doing a separate video on the full and the new moons. And on the 29th, Venus will enter Libra, its home sign. Mercury retrograde will at that point be at the 24th degree of Virgo, making an opposition to Neptune and a trine to Pluto in Capricorn. So if you have anything near the 24th, 25th, 26th degree of Capricorn, I think this is going to be very powerful, because this is going to be very transformational energy, where you're going to start to see where your mind may have been in a certain pattern of thought or in a certain line of thought that seemed solid structurally, and now you find that it's been expired, that it's kind of like having a rotary phone and really needing to upgrade to a cell phone. And I say it seems rather dramatic, but this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn has a very historic old energy to it, to me, kind of breaking away old structures that were built on times that are not current. And technology is accelerating. And, I think even Mars and Gemini might show even more of that acceleration. So that's it for Capricorn for the month of September 2022. Again, my name is Teri Hunter. I do both astrology readings as well as intuitive readings. If you'd like to book a session with me, I am available. My information is in the description below. And again, I would like to encourage you to join us on Sunday mornings for the live stream, where we look at the transits coming up for the week and get advice from the angels on how to traverse those transits. Please like, please subscribe, and please share. And I look forward to seeing you again, Capricorn. Have a great month.